Hey ho, grand finale, grand finale. Let's try to have a little fun in life before the syphilis takes us. So, you see that guy's picture on the right there, how there's two versions of him? Because as you may remember, in the opening cutscene, he was just a wee little boy, and then he transformed into an adult, and his picture tells that whole story. He's got a characterization. He's like Tom Hanks in the movie Big. I remember finding that movie on cable TV once, just on a random Sunday when I was probably 10 years old. And my favorite part was the part where adult Tom Hanks starts touching the lady's boob, consensually, of course. It's like, hell yeah, this is a good movie now. Yeah. You know, just thinking of another famous example where this concept was tried, the idea of, kid can turn into adult as a superpower. Yeah, that's how it worked in Big. It was his superpower. Tom Hanks could also fly and run really fast, and he was immune to bullets. But, just another example of when this was tried, famously, there was magical Princess Minky Momo, and I know quite well that I sound like the biggest ever when I say that, but, yes, that was where it happened. There's a curse to, Magical Princess Minky Momo, you see, because, there was a dispute between the people who made the show and the action figures. Oh, cutscene. Yep, don't want to talk over those cutscenes. Shut up! We can't hear the language that we couldn't even understand anyway. So anyway, the dispute with the Magical Princess Minky Momo, the half of the team that made the show was angry at the half of the team that made the action figures and the related toys that were based on the show. So they said, we're gonna make a stand. We're gonna kill off our main character in Magical Princess Minky Momo, and then those jerks at the toy company, they won't have a character to make toys of. And they did exactly that. They had an episode where Magical Princess Minky Momo got hit by a truck, and that was how the episode ended. And this is where the curse of the episode comes in. People joke that Minky Momo's spirit transferred to the real world at that moment or something, because right when that episode aired, a record-breaking earthquake struck Japan just then. And it became a joke amongst the staff that this episode's cursed, we better not show it. So they didn't put the episode on TV again for 10 years. And then 10 whole years later, the episode aired on TV for the second time, and an earthquake struck Japan yet again right when the episode ended. So yeah, that's the curse of Magical Princess Minky Momo. What do you think the characters are saying here? Oh, Xavier, you're so strong. You can hit me if you like. I didn't make that up myself. That's a thing from Xavier Renegade Angel, a classic Adult Swim show. Is there anybody out there who still watches Adult Swim? Me personally, I don't, because the fine folks at Comcast took it away in 2021. They changed the cable package at my parents' house when I still lived there. About 4 years ago, they took it away. Yeah, that's how they get you. I remember many years before that, they took away Disney XD as well. And the thing is, we were in the middle of watching the channel when they took it away. So the image just got stuck on one thing. We let it sit there for a few minutes, and then the idea came that, okay, maybe if we flip over... Oh, look at how quick we got him. Did that in no time at all. So the idea came that maybe if we flip over to a different channel and then flip back, it'll fix the stuck picture. So then we flipped over to a different channel, and we flipped back, And the channel was just gone. There was just an error message telling us, you don't have that channel anymore. You recognize this guy, by the way? He's from the opening cutscene. Remember in the opening cutscene when I swapped out the music so that instead of normal Puyo Puyo music, instead it was the theme music from Season 2 of the Parappa anime? Good times. Good times. Okay, let's fight a dude. Let's get ready to rumble. You know, I heard somewhere that the guy who said that still gets royalties for that every day. They just give him like a giant suitcase full of money or something. Just like from Mama Named Me Sheriff when the guy said, don't worry everybody, while I was trapped in that whale's mouth, I found a giant suitcase full of money, and now I'm a millionaire. Yeah, no one knows what you're talking about. Anyway, the music in this one, I believe, was inspired by some kind of, like, cowboy movie or something. The instruments are definitely, like, remixed to make it sound more surfer-esque, but the tune, I'm pretty sure I heard that in a western at some point. Lots of music that you hear in video games is just taken from other stuff. The sound that plays, the song that plays in What the Heck in Earthworm Jim, it's actually just a remix of some classical music type song. Look it up if you don't believe me. Where would we be without inspiration? Hollywood practically runs off of stolen ideas. And cocaine, of course. Animation in particular is built on plagiarism. If it wasn't for somebody plagiarizing the Honeymooners, we wouldn't have the Flintstones. If someone hadn't ripped off Sergeant Bilko, there'd be no Top Cat. Huckleberry Hound, Chief Wiggum, Yogi Bear, Andy Griffith, Edward G. Robinson, Art Carney. Yeah, you get my point. Well, actually, I don't think you do, but anyway, let's get back to the game. So, riddle me this, viewer, perchance have you ever heard the story of where the idea for Puyo Puyo came from? You see, back in the 1980s when this game was being developed, at Compile, one of the developers, he was like a hoarder, and he lived in a hoarder house where there was just trash stacked to the ceiling. And one day he invited some painters over to his house to repaint his walls in the hopes that maybe they just wouldn't notice the fact that there was trash stacked to the ceiling. And so the painters showed up one day with red, yellow, green, blue, and purple paint. And then they saw all the trash and they were like, and they spilled their paint everywhere and it got on the trash. And so there were just colorful blobs of trash all over, just stacked to the ceiling. And then the pile of trash collapsed and it fell on a dude. And then that was just like a light bulb moment for the game developer. He said, let's make a video game out of this. And, well, the rest is history, I guess. Yeah. Wow, that train in the background has some comedic timing, I must say. It's like how Kyle Bossman always puts like a honking sound in all of his videos for some reason. And when you never know when it's coming, it's the ultimate brick joke. That, and also whenever he has the word "this is" in the script, he'll say, "This is," you know, like the song. I was watching a sitcom once. Hey, we beat him. A sitcom once. It was that one heavy-set black guy who lost weight everywhere except for his face. And he said, let's listen to some white people music. And he turned on the radio in the car, and it was that same song that I was just referencing. Story of a Girl from the year 2000 from whoever sings that. That's not a very good story, but anyway, we beat the game. Somebody edit in Dan from Game Grumps clapping and whooping. You can't have a finished Let's Play without that. What is that tiny little being down there? Oh my god, what is he doing? What the hell? Scoutmaster Lumpus wants to blow up the moon. Oh, okay, he turned it into the sun. That's why the game's called Puyo Sun, viewer. They were all leading up to that moment. Here's the stats, I guess. Let's see you do better. What a wacky, colorful cast of characters. I can't hardly believe it. And we beat every single one of them. I think there's different characters you get depending on who you pick at the beginning. The hard mode character has less, and then the easy mode character has more. Because you start out on different positions of the map, and we picked the medium mode character, of course. Don't forget to put in your initials, viewer. Gotta put in your initials, Jerry. Let future generations know that you were good at the video game. See, we beat every single stage, unlike those other chuds that only did like 4 or 5 of them. Oh, don't forget to act against AIDS. Well, there you have it, folks. That was Puyo Sun. We could take a look at the other difficulty settings, but I kinda doubt you care.